Hello, how are you? I'm Dora. I have something new and I need your help. So, straight to the point, I started a blog. What is the blog about? It's called the Anti-MLM Mom. So, I am going to talk about my experience and other people's experiences in the network marketing industry. Also, what I'm going to refer to as MLM, which is multi-level marketing. You will hear this term used synonymously with direct sales, social retail, and some people who are very uneducated or are trying to sway it a certain way will say, Sue, how are you? Oh my gosh. Hi, Sue. Big hugs. I need your new book. This has been on my mind for like a year. My friend Sue is an author and her first two books are amazing. I haven't read the third one. So anyway, I am speaking about, in my blog, the flaws, the things I wish would change in order for network marketing, also MLM, to be an actual viable business. There are a lot of things that are wrong in the industry that I would love to see changed because it is promoted as something that can help stay-at-home moms become debt-free, make income, and I'm going to tell you from personal experience, it is not as attainable. I've made more money in the last 3 months than I have in the last 6 years in network marketing from working an actual job. And network marketing will tell you, you don't need to work a real job. You can just do this. But it's not attainable for everyone. And I want you to have questions. Anytime you go into anything, I want you to have actual questions. And if you still want to do it, I want you to believe it with your whole heart that this is for you, right? That there is zero doubt in your mind, because I had doubts, but I continued to go forward. And I think I could have saved myself a lot of heartbreak in thousands. Yes, I said thousands of dollars that I'm still paying off right now. I believe that this information needs to be shared. And I stood right here on Facebook. I talked about some people who I at the time thought were amazing, but who I would later find out are not. They just wanted money. And most importantly, they wanted me to help them get more money. And a network marketing business, an MLM, is not the same as an actual job. It's not the same as your own business. It is not the same. It's not structured the same. The payouts are not the same. And that is it's really activism. I want to bring awareness as to what this industry really is. And most importantly, I don't just want to call out people on their shady behavior, on their cult-like behavior, which there is a lot of cult-like behavior in this industry. It's about what changes can come out across the board so that this industry would be better and a real viable way for people to make income from home. And one of the biggest ones is the prices are way too high. They're way too high because the bonuses are put on team building, aka recruiting, and that goes up so many levels that they have to charge so that there is a huge profit margins. And if you're not really familiar with profit margins you need to educate yourself on this, because the network marketing industry, the MLM industry, will not tell you what the profit margin is on a product. For example, if I am selling this to you, this is actually just gum, and you're going to pay $5 for it, it cost me, I'm company, I'm going to call myself the peppermint patties, right? Because it's peppermint gum. I paid for this to be produced and packaged with my name on it. I paid 50 cents and I'm selling it for $5. So at 50 cents and I'm selling it for $5, there's a $4.50 profit, right? And you can think about this in dollars. Say I'm selling a weight loss supplement. It cost me $5 to produce, but this bottle costs you $60. That is a $55 profit margin. Now, where that profit goes is a lot of different ways, right? Now, if I'm selling hundreds of thousands of these, who is buying them and where is that profit going? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. And no, it is not the same, because I'm buying this from my friend Sally, who's in a network marketing company, and she gets to make some money. That's not the way it works. Whether I buy this from Walmart or whether I buy this from Sally, there is a CEO, a CFO, there are administrative work being done, there's marketing work being done, and those people are getting paid as well. In fact, I make the least amount of money because if I sell this, if I don't meet certain criteria, I make $0. While Mary, who answers the phone for the company, makes $15 an hour. Sam, who answers the phones or does the email response in customer service, he gets paid $17 an hour. They're making more money than I am, but I'm the one that's bringing in the money. These are the questions you need to ask. Now, I had a part-time job during the Halloween season at Spirit Halloween. It was awesome. It didn't pay a lot. It was $11 an hour, but I knew from the time I clocked in to the time I clocked out, I was going to get paid $11 an hour, period. No questions asked, right? And I had a blast doing it. I got to dress up. I got to wear fun makeup. I got to talk to a lot of people, and I was in my element. It was so fun, right? But I knew exactly what I was getting paid, when I was going to be getting paid for the work I was doing. It's not the same in network marketing. Now, the other thing is, because there's such an emphasis on team building, everybody doesn't get to get paid. I will say that again, because there is such an emphasis on team building, all that money needs to go to people that meet certain criteria. Sometimes it's paying a monthly fee. I'm looking at you, Beachbody, whatever you want to call yourself, that you have to pay a $20 fee for websites and such in order to even actually be active in your back office. Not only that, you need to sell a certain amount or purchase a certain amount to make a single dollar based off these sales, right? And a lot of times it's made off of volume versus a specific dollar amount. When I was in Beachbody, when I made commission, I had no idea, and I tried doing the math. I had no idea how much money I was actually making. I didn't know the exact percent of what I was selling that I was actually making. Now, some companies do have a compensation plan that is made where they will tell you, oh, well, you make between 10% and 15%, depending on where you are on this hard to read table. All the compensation plans are really difficult. That's something else I want to advocate for. Very simple compensation plans, and there should be zero requirements for you to make money. None. Meaning you don't have to buy a certain amount. You don't have to, Kit Kat, stop please. You don't have to buy a certain amount. You don't have to have a certain number of people of your team. You don't need to have anything, because that is a true sales job. I actually work from home as a community builder for a company, and I know exactly how I get paid. It is a commission-based business for me, commission-based role, and I know when I have somebody come in and do what I was told, if I set this appointment and they show up, I get paid. Plain and simple. When I do this, I get paid, right? And that is so much different than, well, you have to pay a certain amount. If you pay to play, if you have to pay, no, that is not a very profitable way to do business when you are a 1099 contract employee, because you are not an actual business owner. That is another thing. Be very clear. And there are regulations on this, but a lot of people do not seem to follow them. And if they get called out on it, they say, oh, you're being a hater. But per federal guidelines, FTC regulations, you cannot call yourself a business owner, because that is painting a different story than what it actually is. You're a 1099 contract worker. Now, this gets a little sketchy. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not anybody, just somebody who did network marketing for way too long. But when you go to file your taxes, yes, you can call yourself, and this is a loophole, you can call yourself your own business if you get a 1099 in the mail, when most people are getting their W-2s. But when you own your own business, you have say over everything, what the business is called, what the pricing is, what you're going to set the pricing is, where the profit margin is going to be. You don't do that when you're with a network marketing company, because you don't actually have your own business. Also, the amount of time you spend in trainings, by the way, these people are not qualified to give you training, because just because I have experience with something doesn't mean my experience is going to help you, right? my experience on how I lost weight is not going to be true for you, because I don't know a lot of things. I should know a lot of things before that. And when it comes to business training, it's the same thing. Just because a certain method works for me doesn't mean it works for you. And I know this sounds weird, but because I did something in 2, 3, 4, 5 years doesn't necessarily mean. Now, if I'm following guidelines, regulations, certain training that has been in place by a company so that everybody is making a livable wage, like when you go work at Walmart, at Target, the way the store is laid out, the way you talk to customers, the amount of time in which you ring somebody through at the register. These are things that have been put in place, and you are trained on, and you're getting paid while you're trained on this, right? And you should be being told what you're doing right and how you can get a little bit better, right? This is a real job. And sure, when you're running your own business, you have to learn this sort of thing, and you're able to find information for free, or you can pay, but for free is huge. And in network marketing, when you pay for the information that you're getting is trained to be better is not any different. In fact, if you want me to do network marketing training, I can sit up here and give you I will tell you, I am the #1 best trainer in the world. There, I said it. Why not? If Jessie Lee can say she's the one network marketer in the world and has 0 receipts to accompany this, I can say I'm the #1 sales trainer in the world as well. I can show you my resume. I've worked for Fortune 100 companies, and I turned around situations in retail locations that have been trending in the lowest in the district to the top 1, 2, or 3 spots in the district. I've done that. So I can call myself that, right? Does it mean anything? No, of course not. Because there's other people that are better than me out there. There's no reason for me to call myself the #1 whatever in the world, because that means nothing. And most of the people that are working for me or with me are not making a livable wage. And those are some of the issues I have with the network marketing, direct sales, social retail, and how some people I'm going to say this, ignorantly call this affiliate marketing. It is nothing like affiliate marketing. The requisites for both are completely different. If you want to do affiliate marketing, you have a better chance of making money there than you do with network marketing, at least a profit. So I have a blog. I will put it in the comments. I want to know what questions you have about the network marketing industry so I can answer them in the blog. I'm not going to go on and do a video every single day or even that often, because honestly, it's very hard for me to take the time to be distraction free. And it takes a lot of energy that I'm not ready nor willing to give on this platform at this point in my life. I have other things I would rather spend my time and energy on, and being able to write a blog is so much easier for me because I can do it. There's no set timeline. I don't have to do it right now very quickly in 10, 15 minutes. And there's a lot of research that goes behind it as well. I'm not just pumping something out based on just my experience, but I want to have receipts for you. I want to have facts. I want to have things you can click on the underlined word and go, oh, well, I'm going to go take a look at this and see what she's talking about, right? Because you need to be able to decide for yourself. You need to be able to see the facts of what is going on. And like I said, I stood here and I defended network marketing. I promoted certain people on my Facebook page. So it's only, decent? I feel like it's really my, what would you say? Like it's my duty to come up here. And now that I know better, I do better. And I will tell you the truth that people in the industry do not see, because it is very much cult-like. And we are taught that if anybody even questions the tiniest bit, and this is information control, they're deemed a hater. I will block them, or I will not talk to them, right? And that's not normal. If somebody says something I don't like, I'm not just gonna be like, talk to the hand and then walk away and never talk to them again. Of course, it depends on the severity, right? But if somebody has a disagreement with me, they don't have the same opinion as me, I'm not just gonna reject them from my life. That's just nobody, even my husband, we don't 100% agree on everything. That's normal. That is life. So that is what is going to be in my blog. I want to also, if you have a story you would like to share, I can use your name. I cannot use your name. I would love to share it, because I think that every voice should be heard. Everyone's story should be heard, and whatever issue, and it doesn't have to be, I'm not just going to go in there and bash the industry. I want to give facts. I want to educate. I want to advocate. And apart from all of this, it is really activism. It is putting the word out there so that people know and understand what they're getting into without going into it blindly, or without going into it just listening to somebody who has a lot of skin in the game. Because if I am a leader in the network marketing industry and you join me, I am set to make a profit from you joining me, period. Right? If you buy one thing, it's going to roll up to me and my upline and their upline, and then the company's going to make money. Somebody's going to make money off of you joining my team or you buying a product. And no, it's not the same. I will be talking about this on my blog. My first 2 posts up are on my blog. I would love feedback. I would love your story if you're willing to share. Again, it could be anonymous, or you can give just your first name or your full name, whatever. Questions. Absolutely. I want you to ask questions. In anything and everything in life, you have to ask questions. You cannot follow anyone or anything blindly, because that's just not the smart thing to do. So, and maybe you want to see something or someone featured, and again, I will go up there and I will, yes, it's going to be somewhat swayed by my opinion. 100%. I am human. But again, I'm not just going to go up there and give my opinion without stating facts and have references to point you back to where I got the information, or why I believe or know what I know to be true. And my first 2 posts are on there, and it talks about cult behavior, cult leader behavior, and the self-proclaimed, there's zero truth to this, self-proclaimed #1 network marketer in the world. Her name is Jessie Lee Ward, and she is carving a spot for herself to be a cult leader. She already has, and I will say, I used to idolize this woman, and I used to turn everybody on to the Church of Jessie Lee, #Boss Lee, and I said, you need to watch her. You need to listen to her podcast. So it's only fair for me to turn around after I have seen what the truth of what she is doing, and how wrong and manipulative it is, and how she is using undue influence on people. Again, cult behavior, and I give you the information for you to make your own decision. And in my opinion, she put some people in danger very recently in a trip to a Latin American country in Colombia. It's absolutely terrifying what she did to these people. And the worst part is they think they went on something that changed their life. But you know what? So did Sarah Edmondson when she got branded in NXIVM, and all those other unsuspecting women. So did Leah Remini and Mike Rinder when they were in Scientology. They thought this was the most amazing thing. And I can go on and on about other people who have been in other cults and how they were hurt and they were broken down to believe that they needed to do this in order to grow, when they did not. And what they were doing is being manipulated to follow a cult leader. So if you want to read more, again, the information is going to be for my blog, the link. It's a work in progress. It's going to change and evolve over the next year. And I finally found a way I can share my experience, other people's experience. And I will continue to do so until I die or the industry changes for the better. So that is all I have. If you watched till the end, thank you. If you watched any of it, thank you. Have a great day. I will see you at some point again.